Hey, what's up guys? I'm here with Greg from How to Play Paintball.
And I'm here with Ronnie from Houston Heat.
And we're gonna do a drill. It's called the gun dominance drill. We kind of just named it that because it's essentially what the drill is gonna be. Basically how it's gonna work is you're gonna pick 2 bunkers, and most of the time when people snap shoot, they just do 1 ball and come in. The difference is this is gonna be a drill where you come out, and the whole point of it is to gain dominance on that guy. To make sure that you're guessing where he's gonna come out, where your paint's gonna be when he comes out. And that's mostly what we're trying to work on. It's going to be just being dominant over the player in front of you. There's a lot of situations in the pro division, and I'm sure in other situations with divisionals and just paintball in general, where you're going to have a guy posted on you, and that's going to work on your shot on him, and vice versa. It's going to be the guy dominant on you, and you're going to be working on trying to figure out where he's going to come out.
Right, so this is going to go into a lot of the stuff that we've gone over before with head checking, trying to outsmart the other guy. The whole point of snap shooting is to get dominance, and which is what this drill is doing, but you're not using a lot of paint. So paintball is expensive. Not everybody plays on Houston Heat. Some people still have to buy their paint, but this is a way that you're able to work on your accuracy, gun dominance, being unpredictable. The one thing I will say, we have 2 Aztecs. You can use whatever bunkers you want, but make sure that they're not too close. If they're too close, then it ends up being just who got lucky coming out. There's no timing, there's no anything involved that is going to involve any skill. So you want to make sure that, how far would you say our 2 bunkers are?
Yeah, I'd say about like 20 feet.
20 feet? Okay. Yeah. So like 20 feet, something like that. And that way you're working on your timing as well, while the other guy is also working on his timing. Because something you want to work on, I'm sure Ronnie can attest to this, is that you want to be able to stay out as long as possible. Sometimes you need to get that extra ball out as the paintball is coming at you. So you're working on your timing of how long can I stay out and get that last shot as I tuck back in. You want to make sure that you have that so you can get back to being dominant and maybe even catch that guy thinking that he can hang out a little bit longer than he should.
Right, correct. And to build on what he was saying about watching the paint coming at you, there's going to be situations where don't be too adamant when you do this drill and you're in a game, because what it's going to do is, and I've encountered it and I'm sure you have, is you're going to be doing this drill, you're going to do well at it, and then you go to a tournament or play 5-on-5s, and you're going to think since you did this drill you have the dominance all the time, and that's not the case always. That's when other variables come in, like a guy next to you talking to your team, saying, hey, this guy's going to go, this guy has me in. So that's a lot of teamwork things. But what we're going to do here is, if it comes down to the wire and you have to win this battle or you have to be gun dominant, that's what this drill is going to teach. So let's crack right into it.
Alright, so I wanted to do a little critique of myself as well as Ronnie. Yes, this is going to be longer of a drill video than we've done before, but I wanted to go through this to make sure that it's something that is beneficial to you all, that you can get the most out of it. So it was a great time with Ronnie, so I first wanted to say thank you to Ronnie Dizon for inviting me out, and to Badlands for being so awesome with letting us film and all of that. So thank you so much, guys. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to do here is actually trying to just stay dominant. I mean, it's the whole point of this drill, is to stay dominant. So I'm trying to change up as much as possible, so that way it's harder for Ronnie to pick up where I'm going to be at. Now, something I did notice that I could adjust is I feel like I'm leaning a lot more than I should be. You can see my opposite foot of where I'm shooting is, it comes off the ground a little bit, so I'm putting too much weight on that other leg. But the good thing I would say here that I am doing is actually just changing it up and making sure that I am staying unpredictable. You can only shoot one at a time for this drill, so it's like our other snap shooting drills, but yeah, so ultimately that's why we're only shooting a couple at a time, that we're not going to be shooting that stream, just because there's no point in shooting that stream when this is an accuracy drill, as well as staying dominant. So if you can stay dominant with 1 ball, you're definitely going to be fine in a tournament. Now, with Ronnie, I don't agree with going down on both knees behind the bunker, because if you need to run and get up real quick, not saying that Ronnie isn't quick, but it is going to be tough to do that. If you only go down on 1 knee, that way it's going to be a lot easier to stand up, and then if you need to come up over the top of the bunker or sprint to your next bunker, you can do it right away. One thing I would say is I was able to get dominant over Ronnie So he probably could have been fighting back a little bit more. And sometimes you'll see that we have kind of a volley back and forth. Yeah, just kind of keep going. You might have heard that I said 1 or 2, or Ronnie just said 1. That was just, we were just keeping track of, you know, if we hit the person. Now, what you would want to do is play bounces as well. And make sure that you are calling those, because it's a drill. So don't say that just because it bounced it doesn't count, because guys, it's a drill. This is the only way that you're going to get better. Yeah, so with Ronnie, he probably could have been more assertive and been more aggressive. He was super tight in the bunker. That wasn't an issue. And he, yeah, that wasn't a problem on his side. So this is back to me again, and you're going to see that I'm playing all the different spots of the bunker. Now I do favor the top, which I need to adjust that, and I think Ronnie was doing that as well. I think we both had that issue where we would favor the top of the bunker. It's definitely a lot easier to snap out when you can kind of stand up in the bunker, and we're both short enough that we can only have to crouch a little bit, so that helps out. But you want to be able to switch it up as much as you can. Now you can see I'm kind of going up and down to a knee and then back up again. Those are things that you want to be doing when you are snap shooting. This is a way that you're going to be able to get dominant, and also you'll be able to learn. There was definitely times where the ball was right there, and I was able to stay out of the way of it while staying or continue to be able to shoot. Now there is going to be a little bit of a break here.
Ready? Yep, go.
Okay, actually, I apologize. That was actually, I'd shot Ronnie, and I thought that it sprayed on his mask, so I want to make sure that he could see, because it's not exactly good if he can't see. This break here was actually just because it was colder up there, well, cold for a Floridian, and the paint that we had was pretty brittle, so I was blowing up some in my barrel, so I had to swab out my gun a little bit and then just get back into it. So that's why there was that break there. Now, maybe I could have been head checking a little bit more rather than just jumping straight into snapping out. I mean, there could have been times that I didn't see him posted, or I wanted to take that risk and come out that side shooting, just because maybe he was waiting for me to come out that way. But yeah, so again, I'm just being kind of nitpicky here. Same thing with Ronnie. I mean, he's been playing pro for a while, so it's hard to critique him. But actually, if you wanted to hear his critique of myself as well as his own critique on his channel, youtube.com/Ronnie Dizon, he actually is going to be doing that. We discussed that. I'm not sure when he's going to be releasing that, so go ahead over and subscribe to his channel, so that way you can stay up to date. And also, he puts up a lot of cool vlogs, just kind of behind the scenes of life in pro paintball. So if you guys would like to see that, be sure to go over there. Again, it's youtube.com/Ronnie Dizon, RONNIEDIZON. So getting back into this, you can see that the reason why I was able to stay dominant was that I would force the issue. I would kind of play those odds and okay, let's try to snap out now. Let's try to do this now, instead of it being sitting back. We ended up doing it this last one. We had it where the drill was whoever got shot 3 times lost that one, and we ended up where we both had 2 on each other. So I really wanted to win this one, and unfortunately I do get shot, but it was a really good, this is a great drill, especially when you have somebody that is at the caliber like Ronnie, because it's going to push you. And I think he said I gave him a good workout too, so I'm liking that. So you can see, even when I was loading, I was trying to look out and see what was going on. So you guys want to make sure that you're doing that whenever it is that you are playing even, because if you can stay dominant and know what's going on, if you just have your head behind a bunker, well, what happens if they move? Now you lost where they're at. So if you can load and keep your head up, it's better to keep shooting and loading than you don't have to worry about missing a shot or missing a move from somebody. So again, you can see how much I'm trying to adjust and switch around where it is that I am, where I'm coming out of, all of those things, just so that I can make it where it's unpredictable. But again, if I was being nitpicky on that, my right-hand side, the left-hand side right there where I'm coming out, I don't think I was playing low enough. I think I played on the higher spots of that bunker. So yeah, I really favored that top spot, which is easy to fall into that. So you want to make sure that you are switching it up and dropping to a knee, going to the midpoint of the bunker, all of that. I don't know if you just saw that that hop. Again, it's just something different. He's expecting probably more on the left and right hand side. So I'll jump over the top, or I'll try to come up over the top and shoot. It's just something different, just to switch it up. So yeah.
Yeah, I would say the only thing I saw with you was there was a little bit of a rhythm. When you would come up over the top,
yeah,
you would switch to your right hand.
Okay.
It was only a couple times.
You're right,
I was able
you're
to
right.
pick up on it a little bit.
Yeah.
But, I mean, your snapping is, I mean, you're quick, so it's just, sometimes I would just be able to guess and get lucky.
Yep.
But was it the same for me?
Your first ball is good.
Yeah.
So when I was dominant, your first ball would have to put me in, because I know the second one's gonna be on.
Okay.
Which is exactly what this drill is gonna work on. So right now we're just recapping, trying to figure out, you know, each other's tendencies, and then kind of talking about what I saw from Greg and he saw from me. But that's it here at the Badlands. Thanks to Rennick and the whole staff here for letting us play.
Absolutely.
And thanks for Greg. He flew out today. If you guys want to see, I have the kind of a short vlog that I'm probably going to put out before this. So yeah, he flew out today from Florida. We're going to go get food now, and then flies back home tonight.
Yeah.
So
work tomorrow nice and early, so.
Yeah. All right, so the walk-on players are getting on, so we got to get out of here.
All right.
Peace, guys.
See you guys.